This was land purchased by the City of Tulare just a little over 2 years ago. And prior to this, there was only one, or there still is only one emergency shelter in town. So when I say emergency shelter, think either overnight or non-congregate spaces where folks that are experiencing homeless can go to connect with the provider, other services, and hopefully start working on a housing plan. So prior to 2 years ago, there was only one emergency shelter with about 60 to 70 beds. The city is in plans right now. Hopefully this time next year, we'll be opening up what they call a navigation center, which will have upwards of 200 beds to start. We'll have a nonprofit operator connect to county and other services. So that complex is coming. And this designated encampment area has been open for intake and registration here started in February of 2022. February 2022. So that brings us at about 18, 19 months now that it's been available. It's a city-owned facility. It's not comparable to an emergency shelter, which is brick and mortar office spaces. I've been out here about 2 years ago. The largest concentration of encampments that would form were right along the railroad tracks here that run north-south. So the offer from the city was they were going to create an area as an alternative offer. It's voluntary, of course, for folks to come here, set up, have their individual campsites. There would be some basic amenities, which you'll see, potable water. There was a laundry area. The C trains in the back would be for personal storage that folks have for items they don't want to keep in their campsite. You have a communal area that was set up, charging station. We're going to have some offices that will become available here in these prefab buildings where all our nonprofit providers and county staff, who you'll see working right now onto the cement park tables, they'll be working out of the office spaces pretty soon as well.
I got out of prison after 15 years, and I had no place to go, nothing. So my dad was living here. He just passed away like a few months ago from a fentanyl overdose. Sad, but it is what it is, And so I was staying with him, and then I got my own tent and stuff, and I've been here ever since. I try to pick up the trash around here, but there's people don't care. They just throw trash on the ground, and they let the dogs run around and use the restroom wherever. And the dirt's no good, the water's no good, there's no electricity, there's nothing. We don't have nothing out here. The only faucet we got to use, they deemed it unsafe and unhealthy to use, drink, or anything for animals or humans. So they shut this one down. We had two of them at the side gate over here, but we had them for a while. But the people kept misusing them, and they broke the nozzles on them a couple times. So they refused to put nozzles on there, and then they forced us to use this one now. People are getting sick, dogs are getting sick. So I mean, even if you boil it, some people are still getting sick here and there. So I mean, they say it's like really bad.
At the largest capacity point was close to 200 registered guests. I'd say over the last 12 months, it's averaged between 130, 140 guests at any given time. Of course, this is no substitute for housing. This is a designated encampment area.
The best things I can say about this place is that it gives you a shelter of some sort. I had a better shelter when I was in a tent by myself somewhere else. I had better facilities. And not they don't give you the facilities here, but they're just not up to par. And this is the one thing that went wrong here. Paper walls, and everybody's stuck together, so you can't have no privacy. If they would have had separation on these things, they might have had a little less problems, But they packed us in here.